So if you're writing a fight scene for your book, and people have said that it's not good, here's 6 ways that you can make it better. You don't need to use all these 6 tips, but use like, I don't know, half of them or something. Alright, number 1, have a clear underdog. I'm talking about during the fight here. You want to show someone, getting pushed back on their back foot, they're taking injuries, they're getting outskilled, they're simply losing the fight. This is a simple trick that'll just hook us in, and just fucking do it. Just fuck you. Tip number 2, have a strategy. You want your character to go into the fight with a game plan. For example, the prostitute was far stronger than me. I wasn't beating her in a fair fight. Nah. My only hope was to knock out her prosthetic leg. I just needed one accurate kick. So yeah, the point here is, if people have something to anticipate in the fight, they're more engaged with the fight. You see it all the time in movies and shit, I don't know. If someone like pulls their buddy out of a fight and it's like, bro, go for their left leg. And all of a sudden we're more interested in the fight because we're expecting something and we've got something to watch out for. Number 3, character. Use character. Think of your fight as a way to show and explore character. Now, people don't really give a shit about the fighting. They only care about your character. So when you're writing a fight scene, it's very important to look for ways to express your character. Have them fight in a way that is unique to them. And if you can't think of anything, then you're probably better off just skipping the fight scene altogether, because honestly, it's probably gonna suck. So this isn't a fight scene, but it's a perfect example of expressing character through some generic activity. In this case, this guy's gonna write his name on the whiteboard in a way that is unique to him. That's what I'm talking about. Even if you've never seen that movie before, you now have a feel for that character. And that's exactly what I want you to do in the fight scene. Before, focus on the build-up. I think a lot of amateur writers, they get too excited about writing their fight scene that they don't focus enough on the build-up. But that build-up is the most important part of a fight scene. It's the part of the scene that you have this rising tension that just fills the scene with energy and charge, and just makes it irresistible to read. So if you've constructed your scene like this with a short build-up and a long fight, you're just wrong. Normally in a scene, you want your scene to climax at the end here. But if we consider the tension in this scene, it's going to be rising during the build-up, and then as soon as the first punch is thrown, the tension's just gone, and we have to wade right through the end. So you want to keep the readers in this build-up phase. You want to keep rising the tension, keep that energy alive, keep it alive until right at the end, all the pent-up energy just explodes. Number 5, just simplify the fight. Yeah, just simplify it. Big mistake in amateur writing is trying to write a long-winded, beat-by-beat fight scene. Like, in their mind, they probably think they're creating something like this. But this only works on the screen. It does not translate well to the page. If you try, you just get something that is too long and boring and just sucks. If instead you could take your entire fight scene and just boil it down to literally 1 or 2 key moves, it'll be so much more memorable and impactful. Alright, so here's a perfect example of a simplified fight scene. And this one will translate perfectly to the page. So we've got this big cunt here, facing down a close friend of mine, Brad Pitt. So it's basically the only good scene in the movie. But yeah, if you've got a long, extended fight scene, just try boiling it down. See what happens. Number 6. My final tip. The best fight scenes have layers. They're not just about the fight. They're always about something else. I'll show you what I mean. We're going to have a look at one of the best fight scenes I've ever read. Written by none other than George R. Martin. In one of those books that he wrote. So the fight's between Gregor Clegane and Oberyn Martell. But you know, we don't really give a shit about those two characters. But we do care about Tyrion Lannister, because he's our favourite character. So the first layer to this fight is the fact that it's a trial by combat for Tyrion Lannister. If Prince Oberyn dies, Tyrion dies. And we get to see the fight through Tyrion's eyes and his POV. That immediately makes the fight very interesting. But that's not what makes the fight great. So what Georgie does to make this fight great is by adding in this brilliant third layer. Third? How many layers are we up to? Whatever. It all comes out through the dialogue here, which we're gonna read through here, because without this dialogue, this fight would be fine and just forgettable. By adding in this layer, oh, you'll see. If you're triggered by the word rape, by the way, keep watching. I am Oberyn Martell, a Prince of Dawn. Princess Elia was my sister. Elia Martell, Princess of Dawn. You raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. You raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. I came to hear you confess. You raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. You murdered her. You raped her. Whoops. You killed her children. You raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. You raped her. That's not funny. You raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. You raped her. You murdered her. Elia. You raped... Oh God, I'm saying raped way too much. You raped her. You murdered her. You killed her children. Now say her name. I will hear you say it. She was a liar of dawn. Was it Elia? I don't know. Elia. Say it. A liar of dawn. Say it. A liar of dawn. Elia. If you die before you say her name, sir, I will hunt you through all 7 hells. Say the name. So the thing I love about this is that thanks to all this repetition, this confession has taken center stage. You know, it's more important now than the fight itself, than Tyrion's freedom. And we resolve it all with a cheeky little reversal. And then we finally get the confession. The liar of dawn. I killed her screaming whelp. Then I raped her. Then I smashed her fucking head in. Like this. So yeah, by focusing on something other than the fighting, made the scene good. So yeah, those are my 6 tips. One final bit of advice. Before you write your fight scene, or any scene for that matter, you need to ask yourself one question. How can I write this scene in the most interesting way possible? And then keep writing it until it's interesting.